Assalamu alaikum dear students, how are you? I hope you are fine. Today we are to start the reading selection 2.2, that is our environment, by Frank S. Caputi, who is a professor emeritus in the Department of Sociology and Criminal Justice at the University of Delaware, USA. First of all, I want you to know about the summary, to this essay, this lesson. This lesson is about our environment and serious threats it faces. Frank S. Caputi is of the view that in the past our resources were unlimited, as the population was meager, as compared to the resources, right? The air was fresh, the water was pure, but in a very short time man has multiplied his population to disbalance the nature. And if we are not careful, we will proceed towards gradual collapse. We will face a very serious destruction, right? Our survival would be in serious threats if we do not take care. Bad environment is now a social problem, not just a problem for the scientists. It is now a problem to every man, from every sphere of life or business of life. Air, water and land is getting polluted, and the root cause of this deterioration of the environment is the uncontrolled growth in human population. A dirty lake or river not only affects those who live near it, but it also affects the entire ecosphere, or biosphere or ecosystem. There is a strong and intricate relationship between, intricate means complex, relationship between biotic factors and abiotic factors, means organisms and its environment or his environment. Every living being plays a part in the ecosystem because it is a part actually to it. There is a food chain in which the green plants are eaten by small animals, which in turn are eaten by large animals. The closing point of this food chain comes when bacteria and fungi decompose all the dead bodies. This process returns the useful nutrients for the use of producers. Population of all animals is also controlled by the natural forces like diseases and predation. Right? Change in food chain or change in population of animals carries widespread and often unexpected repercussions. For example, the campaign waged in South Africa against the hippos. This is an interesting story. There ran a campaign in South Africa against the hippos disturbed the balance of environment. As a result, there came flood which damaged homes and crops. How? Because the hippos lived in canals and ponds, canals especially, and they let not them to blocked, okay, with sand and other muds, right? So the seeping of water continued. When people disturb them and they compel them to, okay, dismantle and migrate from those canals, then the canals with the passage of time got filled with mud and sand, and water seeps through in the population, and a vast, okay, area of land, okay, along with population, okay, got damaged due to flood. Okay, so there happened a disbalance in the ecosphere. Whenever man has tried, okay, to disturb the nature, he, okay, had to test the consequences, right? So you have to keep the environment the process or phenomenon, okay, of the environment in balance. The writer is of the view that pure and clean environment is, okay, need of the day. It is cry of the day. It is essential for animal, it is essential for human, it is essential for plant life also. Sorry, are you getting my points? It is also a fact that the ecosystem is in danger. Pollution is on the rise. So the government should take this problem seriously, as well as public should come forward and, okay, cooperate with the government agencies, government bodies to curtail the pollution or to keep the, okay, environment neat and clean. They should grow more and more trees. They should, okay, walk. They should think, okay, to keep their surrounding green, right? They should not do any activities that pollute the environment. So action group should be formed to ensure passage of environmental legislation. Every part of the society is dependent on each other, okay, because humans are social animals and there is a cooperation between and among the human beings. Okay, they are dependent. They need each other's support. Okay, so unless, okay, this is educated, okay, from individual level, you cannot, no government can, okay, protect the okay, the rising pollution. In the same way, society also depends on all its members, so all the section of the society must treat this problem with seriousness. Must treat this problem, okay, with seriousness. They should work together to reduce pollution, otherwise survival on the earth will become, okay, impossible, right? So this is about our environment. Let us begin the lesson. The earth, water and air, once taken for granted as a sort of scenic backdrop for the human drama, have all become areas of intense discussion and worry. Once upon a time, when the abiotic factors like earth, water and air were taken, okay, for granted, right, is a kind of, okay, background, scenic backdrop or scenic background. Backdrop means stage. Okay, a painted cloth hung at the back of a theater stage as a part of the scenery. So earth, water, air used to be scenery or, okay, background, right? Beautiful background for the human drama, for the human stories. Now they have become a great and extreme, acute, discussion and worry. Now they have become matters of great concern. Once they used to be scenic backdrop for the human drama. In the 1950s, only a few alert scientists were predicting our present despair over what mankind is doing to Earth. In 1950s, there were fewer scientists, who were predicting, who were forecasting, who were professing, right, who were envisaging about our current disappointment or hopelessness. Despair means discouragement, desperation, distress, anguish. There were fewer scientists who were forecasting, who were foretelling about our current anguish or hopelessness. Resources seemed unlimited. That time it seemed that resources are unlimited, though they were not. But population was in control, and the per capita availability of food was ample. That is why it was thought to be that resources were unlimited. The air was fresh, there was no contamination, the air was clean, and the rivers and oceans were seen as elements to be harnessed for power and used to dispose of waste. Right? People use that time water, air, river, oceans to control over and to get power or energy from, right? And they also use those elements to dispose of the waste. But in a relatively short time, in comparatively no time, we have seen the threat of a shift in the balance of nature away from its cycle of use and renewal to one of abuse. And if we are not careful, gradual collapse. And if we are not careful, gradually we collapse, or gradual we collapse. It means in short time, in no time. Relatively means respective, comparable, or comparatively no time. We have disturbed its balance of consumption and renewal. Renewal means the action of extending the period of validity of a license or something. And we have we disturb that cycle. To such a deteriorating situation that if we are not careful, gradual collapse, these resources will demolish, abolish, right? They shouldn't be supposed to as unlimited resources. Resources are not, especially air, fresh water, and other biological fossil fuels, etc. and etc. are not unlimited. They have to follow some cycle. Okay, but human beings disturb that to that much extent that if we are not careful right now, then okay, gradually they'll get abolished, destroy. Our environment is not a social problem, not just a problem for the scientists or sciences. Okay, this problem is now not a problem remained or confined to the sciences. With huge increases in air, water and land pollution in the past quarter century, the world we now live in poses problems of health and welfare for a large portion of the population. Means a large number of population, okay, the health of people are at stake or risk. With mushroom growth of population, increasing the pollution, okay, air pollution, water pollution and land pollution, okay, a big portion of the population is at risk. And there is also a risk for, okay, well-being of human beings. A dirty lake or river not only affect those who live near it. A polluted environment not only affects, okay, its neighbor or its neighboring people, but it also affects the entire ecosphere. But it's going to disturb the whole atmosphere. Ecosphere means the biological sphere or the biosphere of Earth, especially when the interaction between the living and non-living components is emphasized. That is what we call ecosphere. It will going to destroy or, okay, disturb the whole ecosphere. So there's a huge threat for human welfare, human health. Right? Nature's rhythm and cycles and the future functioning of man. It not only, the pollution not only affects its neighboring people, but it also affects the whole, okay, biosphere. It, okay, also affects the nature's rhythm, okay, the way nature runs and natural cycles, and also the future functioning of man. A threatened environment like a weak house close to crumbling put man in a precarious position. The more he produces goods that do not fit into natural cycles, as a DDT for example, the more he pollutes and thus undermines his own health and well-being. Right? This situation is like a weak house, okay, that is made up of split bricks and that is near to crumble, that is near to be felled, F-E-L-L-E, felled, okay, fallen into. And that will put man in precarious position.